This week's Xfinity race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway was spectacular, as new things came out in the new season. So what was the latest drama? What was the big deal about Josh Williams and the Xfinity race in Atlanta on March 18? Get tuned to NASCAR Zone to find out what just happened. But before we dive into that, do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. What exactly is the controversy involving Josh Williams that is surrounding the Xfinity race in Atlanta on March 18? Josh Williams was driving around in a damaged race car in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race in Atlanta. NASCAR decided that he needed to pit for more repairs before he left debris on the track. So what exactly happened? Josh Williams brought out the caution flag in the Xfinity race in the strangest way that sport has ever seen. After receiving instructions to come to a stop, the driver of the number 92 Chevrolet complied, parked his vehicle on the start-finish line, and strolled back to his garage while waving to the spectators. In the incident that involved 3 cars and brought out the caution on lap 28, Williams' vehicle sustained damage. The 29-year-old driver requested repairs, but his staff just covered up the cracks with tape and sent him back out on the track. The damaged vehicle, number 92, released debris onto the track, which prompted the yellow flag to be waved on lap 32. The officials from NASCAR instructed him to head back to the garage and drop out of the race. Williams originally disagreed with the suggestion that he should stop playing, but he eventually agreed to do so. Yet, everyone was taken aback when the driver of the number 92 DGM racing car parked the vehicle on the start-finish line in an angry and forlorn display of fury. The 29-year-old man did not understand the reasoning behind the administrator's decision to order him to retire. According to the damaged vehicle policy outlined in Section 8.8.9.I of the Xfinity Rulebook, NASCAR has the authority to direct a driver to pull their vehicle off the circuit. According to the rule, at the series managing director's discretion, if a damaged vehicle chooses not to enter pit road on the first chance, or if a damaged vehicle exits pit road before enough repairs have been made and then causes or extends a caution by leaking fluid, dropping debris, etc., then that vehicle may have to serve a lapse or time penalty, or may not be allowed to return to the race. Josh Williams was required to leave the race in order to comply with the rules after he was penalized for extending a caution with his damaged vehicle. Following the occurrence, Williams was first transported to the infield care facility, and then he was accompanied to the team hauler. The driver of the number 92 car remained in the hauler until the end of the race before meeting with the race authorities. The Xfinity Series director Wayne Aughton and NASCAR's Senior Vice President of Competition, Elton Sawyer, talked with the driver for 20 minutes. When Josh Williams was ultimately forced to face the media, he expressed his disappointment in the choice he had made earlier.
NASCAR made a decision, and I didn't agree with it at the time, but it's in the rule book, I guess, so it's just part of it.
Would you do it again?
I don't think so. Hopefully we're not put in that situation again, but, things happen, and it is what it is.
What NASCAR say to you?
They're still going to have to make a decision. I'm sure you'll hear something Tuesday. We all work really hard, right? And to only run X amount of laps and then have something like a piece of bare bond fall off and put us out of the race. It's really frustrating. Small team. We work really hard, and we got to make our sponsors happy, right? So it doesn't do you any good sitting in the garage, but it is what it is. We'll learn from it and move on.
What do you say to NASCAR whenever you turn to talk in a meeting?
Just told them I was a little bit frustrated, but it's in the rule book, so. It's up to them, right? So, it's their sandbox, and we play in it, and I enjoy the Xfinity Series, and I've got respect for Wayne and everybody, so just move on, go to the next one. I was shocked about, how quick it was. It was like, we did lose a piece of bare bond. It's cold. This stuff's hard to stick, but, what do you do?
Do you worry that you might be suspended and not racing COTA next week?
I'm not sure. Like I said, it's up to Wayne and everybody at NASCAR. So, if that's what the rule is and that's what they decide to do, every action has a reaction.
Did you do much talking there, or was it kind of a one-sided conversation?
No, I mean we're all friends, right? So it wasn't too bad. I mean, it is what it is. It's racing, right? You know, you're gonna have bad days and good days. A long time ago, when I was younger, I had something similar happen to me at a short track, and I stopped on the front stretch underneath the flag stand and got out, and there wasn't one person sitting in their seat. So, you know, I didn't do it to be spiteful or to make a huge scene and cause every one of y'all to stand here. I just wanted to voice my opinion. I felt that it wasn't right, but it's in the rule book.
Although the 29-year-old driver did not complete the race, he was effective in shaking things up in the NASCAR community. What do you think about it? Tell us in the comments section below. Be sure to hit the bell button and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. Now let's move on to the Xfinity race winner on Saturday. Austin Hill has maintained his dominant start to the NASCAR Xfinity season. On Saturday night at Atlanta Motor Speedway, Hill prevailed over Daniel Hendrick to take his third victory in the first 5 races of the season. Hill overcame a record-setting day of cautions to win both the Xfinity and Truck Series races that were held on the same day. There were 11 cautions, which was the most for any Xfinity race held in Atlanta, and 12 drivers were eliminated. As a result, Hill has previously won races in the Xfinity Series in Daytona on the 18th of February to kick off the season, and at Las Vegas on the 4th of March. Hill, who hails from Winston, Georgia, continued his dominant performance for the Richard Childress Racing Squad by claiming victory at his home track. In a race between drivers of Chevrolets, Hill was leading Parker Kligerman by a razor-thin margin when the last caution came out with 8 laps yet to go. Hill continued to lead the race after the restart with 2 circuits remaining, while Kligerman suffered an accident just before the finish line and finished in 4th place. Ryan Truex finished in 3rd place. Hill stated,
I don't know. I haven't seen it, obviously, but I thought I messed up. When the 48, I didn't realize the 48 got as big of a run as he had. And I'm like, dang, I just screwed up because, you know, the outside was where you needed to be most of the night. And I felt the 11 give me a big push. I kind of drug brake a little bit so he could get to me and surge ahead. I thought it was going to be a drag race to the start-finish line. And then when I got hit in the right rear, I don't know how I saved it, but when we go back and watch it, I'm sure it's going to be something cool to watch.
That concludes the Xfinity Series. Now, let us go on to the Cup Series, which also took place at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Both Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski have been the public faces of Team Penske for the better part of a decade, during which time they have battled it out for victories in the NASCAR Cup Series. And they competed against one another to win another triumph, bringing another trophy back to the Penske stable. Joey Logano was able to win the Ambetter Health 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway after he and Brad Keselowski battled for the lead over the closing laps of the race. On the final lap, Logano gave Keselowski 2 significant shoves in order to get to and then pass Keselowski. Christopher Bell gave Logano a tremendous push coming down the backstretch, which propelled Logano to the front of the pack and ultimately led to his first win of the 2023 season, as well as the first win of his career in Atlanta. This victory marked the end of a long road to victory for Logano. Tom Logano, Logano's father, ran across the infield to celebrate another father-son moment with his son after the race at a significant track for the family. According to what Logano said to Fox Sports,
Yeah, first off, it's so special to win Atlanta for me. So many memories of me and my dad racing right here on the quarter mile. And this is the full circle for us. So many memories gritting over there at the Legends car and racing and having a big time and dreaming of going straight at the quarter mile and going on to the big track. That was always a dream to do it, and to finally win here means so much to me personally, but to this race team, the Auto Trader Mustang. This thing was an animal. It was very, very fast, and was able to lead a ton of laps and race really hard there at the end and get a good push from the 20 to clear myself and enough of a push to get all the way to the end. So huge victory. Nice to get one early in the season. It always feels better, but what a great day for us. Coleman's amazing. He's the best spotter on the roof by a long shot. He's given me great information the whole time, to be able to make the right moves on the racetrack. He understands it so well. That on top of the car that Paul gave me, just a really special race team to be able to maximize what we had here today. Fast car, great team. Say hey to my wife, my kids at home. Hey guys, we're coming home with a trophy, baby.
That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell us in the comments what you think about the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more of our videos on NASCAR updates. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.